What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Alright, so I'm gonna pull some cards and see what comes out for us today, and I hope the reading resonates. So, let's see. So, we got two cards. We got New Vision and Completion. So, I feel like somebody is finding the missing puzzle piece to their new vision. I'm also seeing like somebody finally understanding what it is that they want, understanding that they had to go through certain things for them to get a new perspective or a new vision in life. And it's also like this puzzle to me is more or less like a pieces of the journey, things that had to happen. Also like building an image for ourselves. Let's see. So the King of Swords is the first card out. I'm feeling like mastering your thoughts and ideas, having a lot of knowledge, wisdom, but also knowing how to move forward on a logical standpoint. Let's see what else comes out. So we also got the Empress. It also says create your own fairy tale. So I feel like this King of Swords, whoever this may be looking at a Empress. Someone who is very much so in their power. They create their own reality. They live in their own fairy tale, a world that is that of their own making. And this King of Swords may be looking at her as if she would be the missing puzzle that would make his vision complete, this new vision that he has for his life complete. And it's also being the sense of he may actually really come to terms with the fact that if he is eyeing a Empress and he's the King of Swords, he understands that he now see himself in a different way. he now sees himself, okay, I see this Empress, and therefore that means I have to see myself as someone who is able to complete her as well. So therefore, I need to see myself new. I don't need to be a king of swords anymore. I now need to be a emperor, which is what may be this new vision. So that's just on the card standpoint. This could be somebody who is attracted to someone that may look at that person as if uh, they're out of their league. Uh, this could be also a guy who is looking at a woman as if how like and asking himself how can he get with her, and who is it that he need to be someone that would attract a woman like that to fit into her world with this puzzle piece, with this completion. Like he trying to figure out what purpose, what piece is he in this picture of hers. Cause she's our empress. She create her own reality. She create her own life. So I feel like this is about emotions, nostalgia, throwback, childhood. This could be somebody um, from childhood, like high school lovers, childhood lovers, people that you've seen like a part of the community or a part of the neighborhood, grew up with them. And you might run into this person and you might see them and be like, "Oh, you look like you're a new version of yourself. You're not a kid anymore." Then you gotta start reminiscing on stuff that happened in the past. Or this person could run into that person from the past, and then you be like, "Dang, uh, you was the piece that I was missing." Because I'm also getting like this is familiar energy. Sometimes uh, we grow up, but leaving we leave some pieces from our past behind, but it's also uh, sometimes we need that little piece from our past that helps us remember where we started. That's also something that I'm picking up on too. Let's see. So love vibrational, page of wands, dynamic, energetic, inquisitive. So I feel like somebody may just feel like they haven't taken an action. They haven't done the work to um, they haven't done the work. They haven't put in the energy to actually gain the wisdom that action provides us with in answering or completing the new vision. There's a certain amount of action that needs to be taken, not just um, the emotional work, but the emotional is just the awareness of how you feel about it. But then now you have to implement a routine and a practice which is called the action, which supplies us with the visuals of who we are as the individual that is acting the new vision out to complete the picture. Now let's clarify. I'm gonna move these up a little bit so I can have a little bit more room on the board. All right. So this King of Swords, up under him, clarifying him, is the Six of Wands: victory, success, recognition. So I feel like he may be communicating something. He may be recognized for something he may have to say, some knowledge, some wisdom that he holds, some idea is going to be successful. And I feel like the idea, the new vision, is going to be successful. He's going to have victory towards this, maybe even pursuing this Empress. But it's going to require him to take action and not just like be in his head about it though. He's going to have to make the idea of reality by, again, popping his sheet. And then up under the Empress card, we have the Hermit: introspective, solitude, inner wisdom, time for quiet. So I feel like the Empress is just being in this receiving mode, which she is. The Empress is just receiving. She's not doing too much. Uh, she's not out mingling, carrying on. She by herself, and she holds true to her inner wisdom. That is why she's also in this energy of being healthy, happy, whole, and complete all by herself. Of course, it would be nice for her to have an emperor by her side, but that's not required in her fairy tale because she understands that she can be by herself on her own and she can be fine with it. And so, Six of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning, inspiration, creative energy, a new spark of inspiration. So something from um, acknowledging this childhood memory, or this just reflecting back on something that was happening in the past. It could be like a childhood memory. It could be some sort of feel good memory, something that you did in the past that made you feel good, and you get new inspiration from it, and you might actually want to pick that up again. That may also be what is a missing piece to the puzzle. Something that you may have put down, you know, you probably forgot that you used to do something from the past. You may have forgotten a past hobby or some place that you used to visit frequently when you was a kid. Some I'm also getting like playing an instrument. Okay. Anyway, Page of Wands. What clarifies the Page of Wands is the Five of Cups, loss, regret, disappointment. So somebody didn't take an opportunity and they feel sorrowful about it. They're mourning um, the action that they didn't take towards pursuing um, and completing the actions towards the new vision. So again, they may be considering things that they put in the things that they cut off in the past, things that they stopped doing from the past, and they're mourning. Why did I stop doing it? And they might need to start, um, in order for them to become a new version of themselves, they need to realize and recognize um, what they need to create their own reality. What's going to inspire them? And figure out what they feel is missing. What is what when you know what is disappointing you, don't look at disappointment as something that can't be solved. It's just the indicator for um, what it is that you do want. So we got the hangman, surrender and sacrifice, gaining a new perspective, becoming enlightened by looking at it from a different angle, from a new having a new perspective. The chariot shares shared sense of purpose and a united will. So I feel like somebody wants to head go in a different direction than what they've been where they have been going. And I also feel like somebody have um they have been living in a certain way that they now realize is not fully beneficial to them. I just feel like they feel as if they can be more. And I wouldn't even say that this person is like disappointed with the results. I think they more or less like disappointed with the amount of energy that they have been putting into um, moving forward towards this dream, this vision that they are trying to complete. But I think that that was the missing piece of the puzzle. They now realize that, okay, so maybe I do need to put in a little bit more action. Maybe I do need to remember, like, um, what used to make me happy. Maybe I do need to remember, um, what used to inspire me, what used to give me some sort of creative energy. So yeah, that's what I get from that. Let's get one of these little cards to close it out. And we got, I can have money and freedom too. So it says, a feeling of being overwhelmed is your indicator that you are denying yourself access to all manner of cooperation. This could assist you if you were not disallowing it. If you begin to feel freer regarding the expenditure of time and money, doors will open, people will come to assist you, refreshing and productive ideas will occur to you, and circumstances and events will unfold as you change the way you feel. You access the energy that creates worlds. It is there for you. No, it is there for your ready access at all times. Like I didn't really see any I didn't see any stacks or pinnacles on the board. But I also felt as if like there was like a lot of emotional energy of somebody feeling overwhelmed. And then with the, which one was that? Oh, Six of Wands. Then with the Six of Wands, with the denying yourself denying yourself the manner of cooperation that could assist you if you were not disallowing it. Like you were in the state of the Five of Cups, feeling this loss, regret, disappointment, mourning with the Five of Cups. And then the Six of Wands, you start to recognize what it was that you was disappointed about. So once you start to identify and understand what it was that had you feeling overwhelmed, you begin to feel freer, you know? And I think that's what also helps to create your own reality. Like you'll have the, what it was, you'll have the awareness. The King of Swords, you'll have the awareness of it. And then you understand if you change the way you feel, you access the energy that creates the worlds. So yeah, that's what I get from that. I hope that makes sense to somebody. So if the reading resonates, hit that thumbs up button and I will see y'all in the next one.